No shit. I'm back every time. I don't know why I say that. I'm back. No shit. Sorry. I'm in a good mood today. I just wanted to make this video. It's not any it's not an in-depth video on the subject. Obviously, I made part 1 and part 2 of the whole situation with BX, Radiantbritt, and Amanda. But I realized somewhere along the way, I completely forgot to explain how we got to where we are today. So it's like, them two made videos a while back. Now there's a response to what? To what, Nicole? My bad, y'all. So I just want to get on here and clear up, kind of bridge the gap. And there was also another point that is pretty pointless, but it was mentioned, so I'm gonna cover that real quick. So how we got to all of the shit going on recently. Back in the day, which wasn't that long ago, but several months ago, those two videos were made by Britt and Amanda, the whole collab, which spoke on all this. I hope you watched part 1 and part 2. I feel pretty good about those videos, actually. Don't know why, just I have a good feeling. But they make the collab, and months go by. Nothing else is said, and I feel like, maybe the main reason for that was because Britt and BX did have so many of the same followers that maybe it was just best left alone. I wish they'd have kept that same energy, but unfortunately neither of them did. Britt did mention BX a few times recently, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not go back to find exactly where, because I know which video got him to the point of making a video about her. So, when Katie from Without a Crystal Ball mentioned Britt in a list of YouTubers that were making so many videos about her, she mentions Britt and BX and some other people. And Britt was like, I can't believe you put me in this list of people, which I'm gonna be honest, and I said this in a video about all of that stuff, that I didn't quite understand why she brought up Britt, because she was going on about these people that she's had it out with personally, and Britt wasn't someone she had really had a beef with. She just has been making videos about her. I guess she just threw that in to shake it up. Katie doesn't make any sense. But, yeah, Britt addressed Katie, bringing her up, and then she was like, I can't believe you listed me next to BX and these other people. So I'm assuming that that's what got him, like, fired up, and he was like, alright, you've mentioned me a couple times, I've had enough. And, hey, that's up to you. You can make a video about whoever you want. I do it all the time. But he made a video talking about how Radiantbritt had tried to destroy him. And that's how he kind of got into everything she had said and done. And then she made that response, and he made the receipt video. So I just wanted to clear that up, because, like, I dropped the ball on that one. And I've seen so many comments, which I have not gotten to replying to comments. I will be doing that today. But I saw a couple comments like, I was so confused and you laid it out so well. And I'm like, oh, thank you, except I missed the main part. Not the main part, but I missed getting us from one place to another. So I do apologize. That's what happened. I didn't really get into the video that BX initially made about her, because basically the receipt video was repeating all of that along with her response. So it was all the same shit that had happened, just repeated in different ways. So that was that. Excuse me. You know what time it is. One day, if I get real big, I'm telling you, I want them as a sponsor. I want all the free Mean Bee. These things are expensive. And I still drink them all the time. actually would not. I would not let them sponsor me. These things are not good for you. Do not drink them. I just thought about that. Don't drink them. It's a poor choice on my part. Alright, moving on. So one point that was made in BX's receipt video and the response video that she had made to BX's original video, getting confusing now. One point that was made by both of them was she had apparently, and I, honest to God, missed that point altogether, but she had made some type of comment about YouTubers that go full-time, that she sees that they get desperate. And she was implying that BX was desperate. And I'm gonna say again, in my opinion, bad argument. Like, don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you put your foot in your mouth and say, oh, I don't just feel that about you, BX. I feel that about all the creators that go full-time. They're all desperate. And I'm, look, I hope she didn't mean for it to come off that way. I hope that's not what she really meant, but that is what she said in her video that she edited and posted. I mean, look, I don't agree with everything BX does and says. However, I don't believe that he's ever just made up a story of bullshit because he was desperate because this now pays his bills. That was a pretty messed up point to make. And to say you feel that about a lot of full-time creators, like, I don't think so, man. I really don't. Just because they switch from one to the other, I don't think that everyone automatically, gets desperate and makes up bullshit. And again, for BX, I personally have never seen him just make up random bullshit for no reason because he's desperate for content. So that was another argument that was made in her response video that, again, it just felt like, girl, stop putting your foot in your mouth. Like, please. But other than that, I don't think I missed anything else. It just so happened that one of the things that I missed was like a huge, a huge part of it. Like, how did we go from this to this? And then I'm just like, da-da-da-da-da, everything else. So I wanted to clear that up. And again, overall, I still don't understand how we got here. Like, I laid it out. I've explained it to y'all, but I still don't understand how we got here from, someone making a video defending BX, and all of a sudden she's this disrespectful woman that he won't even say her name, and she's put so much on him and so many lies, and another, oh, you know what, I'm so glad I'm making this video, because here's another point. I went back and I watched so much of this shit. Like, I watched all of the things. If it's linked below, which I'll put all the links into this video as well. If it's linked below, I watched it, okay? And throughout this entire thing, BX has said the entire time, they accuse me of crimes. They accuse me of crimes. And I thought about it last night when I had put all my videos together. And I was like, okay, I remember him saying that about Katie, because Katie accused him of illegally recording him. But I had to go back again and be like, didn't he say that about them? And he did. He said that these two, Amanda and Britt, lied on his name, tried to ruin him, tried to bury him, and accused him of crimes. Anyone out there watching this, if you can tell me where that happened, please let me know. Because that's one point that I have yet to find. And the only thing I can think of is he's referring to whatever was linked in Amanda's video and what that person said, that they spread the lies that way. And that don't make no damn sense. That makes no damn sense at all. So if there's someone that knows something that I don't know, if BX self watches this, dude, can you explain? Like, seriously, I don't get it. I don't understand the accusing you of crimes. I don't understand why you were mad that she linked the source. Like, I don't get any of it, really. I don't understand. And, you know, I said that none of this would necessarily change my opinion on any of the creators involved. And in this excuse me, this particular situation as a whole still doesn't fully sway me, and you know, because I feel like there was a lot of just miscommunication, a lot of bullshit, a lot of just not liking each other, and things that probably should not have been brought to the front of YouTube. But recently, the way BX has handled situations, even now, because like I can look at the situation with Amanda and say, hey, I think that was wrong, I think it was fucked up, and I think she deserves an apology. But as far as things going on now, like if his behavior has changed, I can say, well, hey, I still can support him, I can still watch him. But the more I've looked into his behavior and see like what the shit that he's saying and doing now, I'm just like, do I want to support him? And I don't want this to turn into a, like, again, why I don't support, you know, BX. I don't know what to think, because he does put himself out there as the bully slayer. You know, he takes up for people and he's so kind and nice and whatever, but I don't know. I don't feel that way anymore. Or I'm starting to not feel that way. And I would love to be proven wrong. But like even the other day, okay, I made the video about him. And one of my criticisms was it didn't feel like he was taking criticism well. And he commented on my video and was like, hey, came to see your criticism. I disagree, but do your thing. And I was like, okay, fair enough. And in another video I made, I mentioned that. And I was like, hey, I gotta give credit where credit is due, right? Because he watched my video, he took the criticism, it is what it is. Since then, in a couple of his videos, he's mentioned, well, there's people that have problem with me calling the Katie thing a debate. It was a conversation. People just have problems with it. It's the way he goes about things. It's the way shit gets said that is like, okay, so you're going to shade me for my opinion. And apparently a lot of people agreed, which I guess is why that got the shade. But, and then he goes on to do these other things, like being in the comment section and calling people out and telling them they're stupid and they're trolls. And the whole thing about the jokes, he's like, you know, I mentioned this in the last video, but, you know, I'm a comedy drama channel now. Like, y'all are criticizing me for making fun of shit, so now it's comedy, now it's funny, and if you're too sensitive, you can go off. You can get the fuck out of here. You can go fuck yourself. I don't need you here. Like, I'm sorry, but, bruh, that's pretty fucked up. To tell people that have liked you for a long time and are simply saying, like, I don't agree with this, to basically be like, well, fuck y'all, y'all can all leave, I don't even want you here, didn't even want you here to begin with. Like I said, the situation in which my series, I guess you can call, was about, that didn't sway me. It's what's happening now that makes me feel some type of way. And it, again, I've explained this before, but it kills me because BX is capable of putting together a very good argument, and he does always have receipts. But all of that, the way he's acting, the way he says certain things and does certain things, it takes away from that argument. And you're narrowing your audience because a lot of people don't agree with some of the shit that he says and does. So he's just like, okay, and hear me out. If you're someone who still watches BX, I'm not trying to tell you not to watch him just because I'm having these feelings. And it's not because I got shaded. Please don't get it wrong. Look, I will always be honest with y'all. I'm always honest about how I feel. And even now, I'm probably still going to watch some of his videos just because I really fucking enjoy his videos. I know that sounds bad, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably still going to watch this shit. But lately, I've just found it more frustrating to try to watch it because of the shit that the way he's acting, the way he's handling things, the shit that he's saying is just, it's frustrating to me. It's just frustrating, and I don't like to see it. So, damn, I just completely forgot where I was. I was about to make a good point. Hold on, I'll see if I can remember it. Shit. I wasn't planning on talking about all this, so this is just kind of like, I got on here to say the first part, and this just kind of came out, but, oh, I know what it was. I hope y'all don't mind that this is just me rambling, but, I mean, the first part was necessary. This is just like my afterthoughts. So, he always likes to say, I don't want sheep following me. I don't want a bunch of sheep. I want y'all to be logical thinkers. I like logical thinkers. Okay. But by turning around and saying that basically any criticism of you say you listen to it, but then you completely shade it and brush it off, and then tell your audience, well, if you think that, y'all can just get the fuck out. Y'all can leave. I don't want you here. And like the joke thing. Okay, I understand that some people don't see a problem with it. They still think it's funny. Fine. But to sit there when you've got a lot of people, like this big ass group of people saying, we don't like this, we don't agree with this, and he's gonna say, well, I say it's funny, some of my followers think it's funny, so if you're too sensitive, get the fuck out, I don't want you here. Are you not creating an echo chamber of people who agree with you? Are you not? Because tell me how you're not. Like, that's the problem I'm having. It's the things he's saying and the way he's handling shit, and it's unnecessary. You could have just, hey, I still find it funny. I still feel like quite a few people find it funny. You could say you're a comedy channel or a comedy drama channel. But there's other ways to go about it. You could have easily, okay, instead of the whole, if you're too sensitive, just fucking leave, unsubscribe, I don't want you here anyway. How about, I'm gonna do comedy, some people like this, I enjoy doing it, I'm not doing it to offend anybody, could you, I don't know, fucking skip that part of the video. I mean, most of the time the AKAs come at the beginning. You can skip over it. Or please still hear me out. Or literally anything than what he's doing right now. Now I'm just ranting. So I'm gonna stop. It's just that I don't want to dislike him. And he's criticized that comment too. Everybody says they want to like me, but they don't like this, and this. That's criticism. And no, you don't have to change just because people criticize you. That's true. But what you also don't have to do is then turn around and talk shit to the people who criticized you. Like, when someone gives you criticism, you have two options: take the criticism or not to. But the way you handle it from then on, that's what makes a difference. That's what matters, is how you handle it going forward. You know, you could say, well, I'm not going to take that criticism, and yes, you'll probably lose some people there. But by going off and being like, you know, fuck all y'all who said this shit, y'all can just get the fuck up out of here. No, sir. No, sir. I don't like it. And, you know, all of this shit about him being portrayed as this bully, and he's not like that, and he doesn't want to be portrayed like that, and blah, 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 blah. You're doing it to yourself, okay? There is shit you're saying and doing right now that does not look good on you, because you've had this reputation of being the bully slayer. Now, if you don't want that reputation, if there's something about that you don't like anymore, hey, make it known. I'm no longer the bully slayer. I'm gonna act like an asshole sometimes. And I know he's gonna hate to hear this one, but at the very least, Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast owned his shit. He was like, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna take criticism and I'm gonna do better on this channel, and then I'm not gonna take your criticism and I'm gonna put it on this channel. But at least he was fucking honest. It seems to be working. I've actually been watching some of his non-snark shit because I do like some of the information. Do I trust everything he says? That's a whole nother story. But I'm just saying, how you handle things matters. It really does. Intention matters, and how you handle things matter. And you don't have to take criticism, but how you choose to handle taking or not taking criticism matters. Alright, that's enough for me. I really just got on here to like catch y'all up on the ball I dropped there. I hope you enjoyed the other videos that I did. I really do. I don't know what it is, but I'm actually really proud of them, and I felt like I did a good job. And I don't normally feel that way. I'm normally just like, here it is. But I feel proud of those. So I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you for listening to my rant. I'm sorry that I missed a huge gap there, and I hope now that part makes sense. I'm probably going to catch up on some Katie Joy shit and start working on more videos. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.